Welcome to the Washed Up Gamer Dad podcast.
Hey, welcome. Yeah. I'm Scott, and
I'm Cody.
And we're back. We're back at it again.
Yeah, so as you can see, we got some shirts.
Some custom-made shirts by somebody very cool.
My wife.
Yeah, his wife.
So we got some custom-made shirts. The Washed Up Gamer Dad podcast shirts.
Oh yeah, if you're audio only, there's just a WUGD podcast on the front, and then it's got our logo with the name on the back.
And our socials.
So,
yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you so much, Becca. We really appreciate it. My wife.
Thank you. You're awesome. And it's tie-dye, and you said that she handmade them.
Yeah, it's custom made.
Yeah.
So she's completely did it. It's each one's original.
Does she do the rubber band technique? Or does she do something else?
I mean, it's probably a combination of some stuff, because I know that we don't have the sun to bake it, so she said she did some crazy shit to get it done. Whatever you do to do tie-dye, I'm not a tie-dye expert, but
isn't there one where you can put it in the washer or something like that?
The dryer or something.
I tried to sound cool, like I knew what I was talking about.
You can put it in the microwave. I think she might have done that.
You can. Just throw it in there.
And
set
forever.
it to 10 minutes. Just walk away. And it comes out nice and good.
Also fire.
No. It's good.
So yeah, maybe if people like it and they want one, then we can, for a modest fee, give some shirts to people.
Yeah, reach out, because these are nice. I don't have really a lot of long sleeve shirts because I normally don't get them for myself.
Ooh.
But
yeah,
we look
ripped.
good, actually.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
So
look at me. Look at you.
Yeah, look at you. Go.
Whoa. Wait a
flex.
minute. What do they do in the bodybuilding? What they put?
And they stick their neck out.
They do like this. Oh. That's it. And they have to make the noise too.
Yeah, we had to add the noise just to make sure that the listeners that aren't watching.
No, they have to make the noise.
Yeah, they do. It's
I want
science.
you to picture Arnold Schwarzenegger doing Mr. Olympia.
Is that?
And he did the pose, and that's how he won, because it actually is. It's not based on looks or aesthetic at all. It's all a sound-based competition.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're actually gonna submit ourselves to
We'd
that
win,
competition.
so we shouldn't submit.
No, but we gotta
We
win
have to make it fair for everybody.
We gotta win
else.
at least once, though.
Just
and then just
say,
to prove that we have it and we can do it.
Right.
How the heck are you?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Busy week for both of us, I think.
Yeah, today was my only day off.
Today's your only day off.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And I spent it playing a game.
Yay, which we will get into with our
classic.
Our classic El Clasico, and you can start us off then. So what have you been playing?
I played League of Legends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Color me surprised. I never would have guessed.
So I've been trying to play more League of Legends this week, and I'm going to be playing more League of Legends because I want to do my last ranked run before I'm an official father, before the baby comes out.
Before you'll never be able to play games again.
Correct. I want to do one last hurrah. So I've been practicing with you guys.
Oh yeah.
Because if I can carry you fuckers, I can carry anybody.
I don't know. My one game is Gwen. Me and you were
solo killed that kid.
Me and you were both kind of weird. Our last couple of games.
Man.
I don't know. I might be a Gwen one trick all of a sudden.
Don't steal Alan's thunder, my guy. Before he took his month hiatus, he was playing Gwen top.
Was he a Gwen one trick though?
Yeah, he really liked that champ.
But I mean, that's not what I asked.
No, he's a Lux boy forever.
Okay.
That's all I've played. What'd you play? You do anything cool with your game setup?
I played a little bit of I played some League of Legends with the boys. And then I played 30 minutes of Wolfenstein, the New Order, because I was like, you know what, I want to play a little first-person shooter game, try to get something. And then that's all I played of it, and I didn't play anymore.
Yeah.
And then I played 30 minutes of Star Wars: The Old Republic, and then I was like, I don't want to play it anymore.
That was on your top 5, top 10.
No, not KOTOR.
Oh, what was on your?
That was Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, okay, yes.
This is The Old Republic, which is an
Gotcha.
MMO Star Wars game.
Well, you played the MMO one?
Yeah.
Is it free?
Yeah.
The servers are still up?
Yeah.
Is it bopping?
There was people playing.
Okay, hell yeah.
So
Yeah, I bet you there's people playing Toontown too.
no, I think 2 town servers are all shut down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Rip to the goat. Just like
I never played Toontown.
Just like Club Penguin. Me neither.
I played Club Penguin, but I couldn't play Toontown because my computer sucked at the
Club
time.
Penguin kind of got a little racy there at the end, I think.
Yeah.
They were doing like speed runs to get banned from Club Penguin.
I don't know if that was Club Penguin getting racy or if that was the
Call of Duty
people
lobbies?
playing it.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the people playing it were, towards the end, they were getting a little...
They're miserable.
It was getting too dicey.
It's called the 4chan people who were all on there.
Yeah, they thought it was funny. Haha, funny Penguin.
Other than that, though, what else? Did I play anything else?
I mean, Green Tech story this about my Club Penguin adventures.
Shit. I played some
Me Penguin.
some medieval game that's like a survival craft. I played like 5
Like Rust?
I played like 20 minutes of a lot of games. That's all I really
I've just
did.
come up with a new bit, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, and I'm just going to keep saying it until you figured it out.
Okay.
It's going to be very funny.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you played, what did you play? Sorry, I
Some
actually derailed so hard there.
I said I played like 20 minutes of a lot of different games to try and find something that was going to make me happy.
And nothing filled the void in your heart?
No, I just am waiting for Diablo 4.
Hey, you know what? And that's only going to fill it for a little bit.
What, Diablo 4?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and
probably.
then that void will still be there.
Probably.
Because you're never satisfied.
That's true.
It's true. Actually true and the same.
Actually true.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm gonna like really enjoy Diablo. I think for a while, which I'll get into later because I do have a little another update on that. And then
my.
yeah. So what are you watching?
Okay, so Maddie and I started this trash TV reality
Wait,
show.
before you go any further, does it have anything to do with Dragon Ball Z?
No, but I should mention that we didn't watch an episode of Full Metal Alchemist this week, and we should have.
Well, how about we have a sensu bean?
Yeah, call me Cell and give me one. There, Goku.
Call you who?
Cell.
I thought you said selling.
Oh my god.
So I got these little for the listeners. I got
Ooh,
these.
it smells. You know what it smells like? I'm not gonna say what it smells like.
Yeah, from Under Cheese.
Smell it. What does that smell like to you? Does
Nothing.
that smell like a liquid saltine cracker to you?
No. No.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. So no, you can't just say yes, it does. Like that to me. That's not what I.
We're just huffing sensu beans right now.
So-
I don't think that's how you're supposed to take them. I know
So,
you eat them in the show.
For the for the listeners, I got this little package of little. It is sensu beans.
Where did
Dragon
you
Ball
get
Z,
those?
Fruit flavored candy sours. Five Below.
Oh.
So this will give us the energy to get through the rest of the podcast. So good luck.
Thank
Cheers.
you, sir. Are you tricking me right now?
No.
Is that why you're not biting into it? Oh, they're
I'm not
hard.
biting into it.
That's
It's
why.
hard as fuck.
Well, they are hard.
Their flavor is mediocre at best. But
I like it, man.
But I'm feeling energized.
If it was a little chalky, it'd be exactly a Flintstones vitamin.
Yeah, you're right. If it just was like
But
just
it's
chalky
good,
enough, just chalky enough where you're like,
No, I like it.
yeah, it's not bad.
It's not quite a...
That was $100. I'm just kidding.
Holy cow.
You got scared for a second.
Yeah,
You were
did
like,
you see
"Oh,
my
no."
eyes? I was like, what the...
Okay. Okay, what are you watching? You
I just powered up out of nowhere. I feel the energy coursing through me.
This isn't even my final form.
Oh, wow. I don't feel anything at all. What is this magical bean? That's what they do in the show.
Actually, when they get used to it, they go chew it up, and then they go boop, and they just like become
go-
like healthy, and then they're just like,
They always go,
ah, yes, now I feel better.
They look at their hands every time, too. Like, their hands are just...
Now I'm good to go.
Holy...
All right.
Yeah.
What are you
It's a good
watching?
We're watching a trash reality TV show.
Why?
Called It's actually so spicy.
What's it called?
I'm a big fan. It's called Below Deck Mediterranean.
I feel like I've heard this.
It's where it follows a yacht that people will rent out a yacht, and it feels like a mini cruise line. So it's like a personal cruise line.
Okay.
And it follows this crew, and it follows like 4 different charter guests that like book this yacht, and they like sail around, and it's just a lot of drama. Like this one girl is kissing 2 guys same night,
Okay.
and they're one's the chef and one is the lead deckhand. It's awesome.
It sounds terrible.
It's very funny.
Sounds horrible.
Because these people are like from all over the world, so like every crewmate is from a different place, so their accents are all over the place and stuff like that.
I feel like I've heard a lot of people online talk about
and the
this.
one American is a douchebag and immature.
Well, of course.
Until next season, maybe we'll rep some nice Americans.
Why did you already finish the season?
We finished the first season, and then she switched to a different one that was one was Below Deck, just the regular, I think, and the other one was Below Deck Mediterranean. So it's like you follow a different boat. So like each camera crew goes to a different boat.
That sounds so stupid.
You would like it, I think. It's very cash money.
I don't like those kind of shows.
Okay, then you would hate it. You would absolutely dislike it to the fullest.
I would like get sucked into the stupid drama part, but I wouldn't
Yes.
actually like it.
See, that's the best part.
No,
So,
because
like-
I hate when I waste. Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but tell me if I'm wrong. Don't you hate it
Yeah, you're wrong.
when you know that there's something that you could be doing that you like, but instead you get sucked in doing something that you hate? Like watching a trash that you know you don't like.
I don't hate that, because any moment that I spend that makes me happy, I feel is unwasted.
Right, but I'm not happy when I'm watching that stuff.
It makes me happy. That shit's awesome.
Oh yeah, I get like super mad because like I'll end up getting sucked in, and then I'm like,
Yeah, because the drama doesn't turn out how you want it
I'm
to.
like, I just wasted 15 minutes not even enjoying myself only because I got sucked into something that was mildly like enticing, and now I feel like I've wasted my time when I could have been, I don't know, fingering my ass.
Yeah, you
anything
could've.
else.
Yeah, you could have been licking Jared's toe. Anything
I don't
else.
like that.
Yeah, that's
I don't
way
like
better.
that.
You wait, what?
Why would I like that?
You're gonna like it.
Why would I ever
when
like
he hits
that?
plat.
He hasn't even played. He's played one more game of rank.
I know he's been ARAMing it. He's really letting us down. TBH. I mean,
Wait. Why is that letting you down? Why is that letting you down?
he's fulfilling the prophecy that was told, that was etched upon the tombstones.
The foretold prophecy.
Yeah.
So
What are you watching?
the only thing that I've watched is I watched the final episode of the season of Mandalorian. I forgot how short that the seasons are for the Mandalorian.
What is it, like 8 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched final episode. It was an okay end. It was an
Okay.
okay end. Yeah. There were some parts in it that I really enjoyed, but it was an okay end.
Is it a cliffhanger? Because they're
I
doing
wouldn't say it's
another season, right?
I wouldn't say it's a cliffhanger. It's an entry into that was the end of that season's storyline, so it was fine.
Right. So it's like a bookend.
It was like setting up like the next chapter for the next season. So like in season 2, which did you watch any of the Mandalorian?
I've seen the first season.
Okay. At the end of season 1, I can't remember what happens.
Oh,
Like,
perfect.
I can't remember the differences between the seasons. Like I'm just like putting it all as one show in my brain.
Yeah, it's just meshed together.
But I know like I think it's the end of the first season.
You know what happens at the end of season 1?
What?
Baby Groot sacrifices himself, and then or Big Groot, and then becomes Baby Groot.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what happens at
You're
the end
right.
of The Mandalorian.
So you're right. I forgot about that.
Okay, thank you.
So I
You remember he was in the little ball? Like he made the ball of Groot,
Yeah.
and then the explosion.
I remember that. And then Darth Tyrannus came and
Yep, and he
trained him in the
flipped
Force.
him upside down,
Uh-huh.
and put him in a pot, and then he grew. So
Yeah, I remember that.
It's a good season, the first one.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
that was
wild how they just pulled those characters out.
Well, what was very interesting about that season was just how true to the lore of Star Wars it was, with Groot, sacrificing himself after being held upside down.
Yep,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
It just because you didn't expect them to really like embody Star Wars the way that they did with that.
I know. That's why. Well, I mean, I appreciated it that they stuck to the script.
Sure. And like with that ragtag bunch of people, you had Jar Jar Binks, Groot, and Captain America there, and when you have all of those guys together, it does a really good job of like tying in the story of Star
You're
Wars.
forgetting that they found out the backstory to the Force, which is actually just the Mind Stone. You remember that in the first season?
Oh, I actually didn't remember that.
Well, it was kind of pivotal. It sets up all of the Force.
Well, it's not that I don't remember it. It's that it's sort of one of those things where, like I said, it kind of meshes together. Because everything past the Yu-Gi-Oh battle that they had, it doesn't really like.
Do you remember? Dude, I couldn't do it. My next sentence was, "Do you remember when they summoned Jesus with the skateboard?" I couldn't say it. You saw me crack.
I was holding off the laugh.
Oh my god!
I was holding out all the laughs until you said until when I said about the Yu-Gi-Oh, I watched your face. And then it sent me. But actually, we are still telling the truth though. So, anyways,
yeah, all of that is real.
What else did I watch? I'm on season 9 of the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Holy cow! How many? Wait, he's still going, right?
Yeah.
How many seasons did he have? Like 30?
No, I think
22?
It's like 15.
Okay. My original guess was 22, but I wanted to be more outrageous, so I threw 30 out there.
It's just enjoyable to watch, and then I fall asleep.
I just threw my age out there.
32.
That's what I did. No, 30.
3,000?
20.
How long have you been Andre 3000?
Anyway, back to the Yu-Gi-Oh battle when Jesus Christ comes down surfing a giant tsunami with his skateboard.
Right, but they played him in face down defense mode.
No, that was the second time they summoned him. The first time he was in a full tsunami attack mode. You remember his skateboard move? I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't understand why you're laughing. I mean, I know that there's a couple of jokes that were in that part, so I know it was kind of funny.
Because he said "surfs up, dude," but the joke was he was holding a skateboard and not a
right. Yeah. And with when he's riding the wave like that, yeah, I understand that part. But so what I didn't understand though, and maybe you can enlighten me. So I feel like the whole sort of backstory broke apart when Mephisto.
Yep. One of the three.
One of the three primevals. Yep. When Mephisto came in and he started talking about how he liked to eat ass, I just felt like I was really thrown out. Like it didn't really make sense to me. It was just like
that was actually super wild.
I understand where it came from, but I just don't know if in that sort of context it made sense.
No, it made more sense when they realized that. After we realized, because it was like a setting up for Jackie Chan, who did 100 backflips in a row,
which is common.
And then looked right at the camera because he was breaking the fourth wall, kind of like how Deadpool does it,
right?
And he says, "I also love to eat ass."
Right?
Remember that?
I do. I can't remember though. Was he wearing that suit that made him impervious to damage?
No. He was wearing the funny hat.
Oh, okay. And then
because you weren't supposed to laugh about the also eat ass part because he was kind of...
Well, it was being serious.
Yeah, because he was trying to get with Mephisto.
Right.
Like he was trying to get him to Mephisto, if you know what I mean.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. So what about you? What have you been watching?
I told you, my trash TV.
Oh, wait.
You remember that?
I blacked out. Sorry, I blocked out.
I blocked out. Yeah, I just blocked it out.
I blacked out the last, 3 hours.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Oh, you're on What Are You Doing? I was talking about how I watched Angry Video Game Nerd. That's the last thing.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing, though?
What have I been doing? I've been working a lot. Nothing really too important. I've been kind of just
Watching trash TV.
watching trash TV. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've been doing anything.
Really? That's
I
crazy.
cooked dinner tonight.
You cooked?
I had,
What'd you make?
pork chops,
Okay.
rice.
Thick or
and-
thin?
Thin.
Okay. Okay.
Because they were from my in-laws. Because they had pigs that they slaughtered.
Jesus Christ.
And then we just got that's how how do you get, I want you to explain to me.
No, but I'm saying
How you
like,
get food.
It's different though when you're the one that raises it and then eats it. That's
Yeah,
hard
they had
for me.
names.
That's hard for me.
I forget what their names were.
Probably something stupid like all middle-aged white people do is they
It
name
was
their
probably
animals
like
before they eat
Wilbur
it.
and Babe
so
or
they
something like
call
that.
it like this one's bacon, this one's pork chop.
No, it wasn't like that.
Oh, okay.
It was like Wilbur and Babe or something like that.
And then they just fucking
Yeah,
ate
it wasn't like Hammy.
And then they ate them.
Yeah, it was good.
I couldn't do that.
He was good, man.
Imagine if you just ate your dog.
I mean, imagine if you just had a pork chop anywhere else, though.
Right, but then I'm talking about like they eat their own meat, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all of the chicken that
Yeah, I
I've
couldn't do
eaten
that.
is from them.
I couldn't do that. If I raised chicken and then I couldn't kill and eat my own chicken.
Well, just don't look at it.
No, that's
Close
not,
your eyes while
it's
you're
the thought
slaughtering
process
it.
of like I reared that chicken.
Yeah, you did.
I raised it and it was my own. And now
It was your own. And I
Now-
accepted him into
yeah,
my
exactly.
kind.
Like I would like. Don't get me wrong. I eat chicken all day. I don't like it doesn't. But like if I raised it, it'd be hard for me.
But yeah, I pan-seared some pork chops and I did rice.
Did you do
and
any
broccoli.
gravy with it? A pork gravy?
No, I didn't do any gravy. There was something that we ate. I think it was the dinner that Maddie made that we were like, if this had gravy, this would have been like a 20 out of 10. But I
Really?
forget what it was. It was still really good, but we just thought gravy would have made it extra good.
Oh, dude, I love gravy.
Yeah, me too. I really love every food.
I love all foods.
Yeah.
You know you say that, but you eat the most trash of food.
Yeah, I love that food too.
Right. But like you seek out that food.
I love
You seek
food
out
in
that
a different
food.
way than you love food.
you seek out the most basic of sustenance.
I seek out what nourishes the body.
And that's why with you saying that you cooked, I'm just like I'm not sure.
I had
Because like I could just imagine like don't get me wrong, it's not that I think it's because you're a bad cook. I think it's because you'd be like this will nourish me.
Wait, no, I'm okay. So my problem was I couldn't tell if things were done, but now that I have a digital thermometer, I'm badass at cooking. I'm actually killing it. For real.
But you already said that like it doesn't matter about flavor and stuff to you.
Well, yeah, but my goal is to see my wife Maddie across the table and her like do her little happy dance when she eats my food. That's my goal.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah,
I can accept that for
yeah, that's a good one, right?
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Because I'll eat it if it's dry chicken. I just don't want the chicken to be dry for her.
Okay, yeah, it's only about her. It's only about her happiness. You're
When it comes to food, yeah, I don't care. I'll eat it. It's good. Good for me. If it tastes good, it's good for you. Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
That is a
100%.
That's a good diet strategy.
If it tastes
For all-
good, it's good for you.
Yeah, for all of you out there, if you're looking to go on a hardcore diet, if it tastes good, it's good for you.
Well, I just had like a deluxe burger from Culver's earlier. Is that good for me?
The butter burgers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how
Yep.
you the butter burgers, the burgers that they melt butter all over,
Yeah,
and that
those-
they throw in butter, and then they stick the butter and they fry the butter, and then they stick it
good for
right
you.
in your stomach.
It is good for you.
Yeah, healthy.
I didn't say healthy. I said it's good for you.
Oh, I see.
Now you're getting
We're
it.
gonna argue semantics here because you're a
I said what I said. Speaking of saying what you said.
no. Wait,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I'm doing.
Oh, shit. I was so excited to get to topics. What are you doing? Sorry.
I've just been working, and what I've been doing is going to be a topic. So we can go forward to. your
Okay,
next
no.
topic.
Let's hear it.
No, you.
said no.
No, it's too late.
Okay.
You already started, so you were
Well,
super
I forgot
excited.
what we were. I was arguing semantics, right?
Yes.
So I have a question for you.
Okay, I got an answer.
What's your favorite quote?
Do or do not. There is no try.
That's a good one.
And that sounds like a joke because we were talking about
Because
Star
we just
Wars.
were talking about Star Wars.
But actually, I say that in real life more often than I think, especially like when it comes to work related things, because I'll always have somebody say to me like, "Okay, I'll try to get that done," and I'm always like, "Do or do not. There is no try."
Yeah, that's a good one. Did you have like a different one when you were younger, or was that always been your favorite one?
I liked all your base.
Our belong to us. Yeah, that's a perfect quote from a perfect game and a perfect meme.
That's
All your base.
I mean like if you're talking like a quote, it's hard to say because I've had quotes that I like. I don't know. It's for me. It's like hard to say what a favorite quote is because that's so broad of a question.
I only ask you this question because I've been feeling extra philosophical lately.
Okay.
Like I was texting you and the guys when I had my mini existential crisis.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was it, and it was just you guys were. I don't think you guys were ready with how heavy I brought it.
Well, I mean, I was feeling pretty heavy to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you were vibing with me.
Oh well, I was just extremely depressed for some reason a couple days last week.
I think it just hit both of us like almost the same time then.
It was I don't know if it was the weather, like I said in the chat, or if it was just like something in the air. But like I feel like every single person.
You know what it was?
What?
Mercury
was in retrograde.
Yeah, retrograde.
Retrogravy.
Yeah, retrogravy.
Because there wasn't any because you guys didn't make any.
Yeah, that's true.
God.
Yeah, because Mercury had all of
Yeah,
it.
Mercury happened, so he didn't have any retrogravy.
Okay, my favorite quote right now is it's by Steve-O of all people, and it's
all right.
Our only instinct is to survive, and yet our only guarantee is we won't. Which is pretty heavy of a quote for Steve-O.
That's a really good quote.
You like that one, don't you?
That's a really good quote.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. But before, younger, when I was still in like middle school, high school, my favorite quote was, "I think, therefore I am."
Now, I like that quote a lot.
I like that. That had been a good quote for me for a long time. Because he like, did our setup spin on us a little bit?
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
But I think, therefore I am. I think he was talking about being conscious.
It was about consciousness, and it was so that one I can't remember who was that one by.
It's Rene Descartes. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's Rene.
But basically, the thought process behind that was they were trying to. It was like an existential thing of like, how do I know that I exist, right?
Yes.
And the way that you can figure out like that you're a conscious being and that you exist is basically if you are able to perceive that you are you can think about you being existing whether you think that you do or you don't. The fact that you think means that you are.
Yeah, but when I was younger, I don't think I really understood it. So I took it as like it's a motivational thing. Like if I think I therefore I am. So like if I think I can do something, then I will. But I later realized that it is more of a being sentient, being
right.
alive kind of thing, which flawlessly brings me to my next topic.
Well, you just breezed through that really quick. Yeah. That was a really interesting topic that you breezed through.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else there is to talk about for favorite quotes.
I guess. Well, and I'm not even talking about quotes, but just like where. So like.
Well, my next topic is adjacent.
Oh, okay.
So like a state of consciousness. So I would like to ask you because I saw somebody talk about this. Where is your point of awareness in your body? So like. When you're
elaborate.
Okay, so let's say that you're conversating with a person.
Yep.
Where is your subconscious located? I'll tell you mine is like right here. Like slightly above my eyes. So like where are you on the inside? Like I could call it where's your spirit located?
So you're
like
saying
where's the guy who's pulling the levers in your body?
So you're saying like when I'm thinking about something.
No, when you're just existing right now, you and me, and you're talking to me, where's your point of awareness? Like, where are you seated inside yourself? Mine's slightly above my
So
eyes.
you can, it's like you can feel yourself right
Yeah,
here.
it's almost like
a little man driving it. Almost like you're thinking.
That's my point of where
you're
I
thinking,
feel like
you
I'm.
feel it here.
Yeah, that's where I feel like I'm located in my body. Like I've heard people say that they think they're right behind their mouth, and I have had people like slightly like where their eyes are, but mine feels like not where my chakra awakened third eye is, but like slightly below it, but right above my eyes. So like in between my eyebrows almost is where my point of awareness would be.
I would say.
I know I didn't really think about it until the other day. So
I would say here. Let me just like think and like what I'm doing as I'm talking.
yeah,
Mine is kind of, if I'm really thinking about it,
yeah.
it's kind of, it's above, it's like around my eyes,
Around your eyes.
downwards.
Oh, it's below.
It's like, but it's like, it's probably like in the middle. It's almost like in the middle of my being, which it sounds like, but like for me,
Like the middle of your head.
it legitimately, like if I were to go in through like the side of my head into the middle of my entire head, like almost like the middle of my brain.
That's where you're located.
Like it's like I can feel myself like
That's
directly
you?
thinking in the middle of my brain, and
Isn't that so weird? I thought that was super interesting.
and it almost goes towards the back. Sounds weird, but just feel like it almost kind of goes like the lower part of my brain that starts to lead to the like towards where the roof of my mouth is.
No,
Like it's like directly in the middle of my head almost.
no, I can. Yeah, I understand that. Mine is almost
like
like
when I'm thinking, I can feel it.
mine's like very close to the front of my head, where it is in between the eyebrows.
So so you basically mean like when you're processing things, it's almost like you can feel it processing there.
It just
like right here.
It feels
right in
like
the middle of
that's
your
where my conscious awareness is.
Okay.
Like my sense of I am. I think therefore I am. The I am part is right there.
yeah, I would say mine's like right in the middle of my. It's almost like the middle of my brain, but kind of down. It's weird. That's weird.
These are things that I don't think people ever think of.
Okay, so what significance does that have? That you?
I don't know. I thought it was cool.
What made you think of that?
Well, because I was having that existential crisis. So like, with my job, I have a lot of time to think, and
Which
sometimes
is the worst thing to happen. When I worked at a factory, that's all I did. It killed me.
Yeah, and a lot of the times I've listened to the same song. I mean, I normally can listen to the same songs, whatever, many times in a row. But there's some days where I just get bored, and I don't want to listen to a podcast, and music isn't doing it for me. So I take the AirPods out, put them in, and I'm just in silence. It's just me and the sounds of the truck, because there's nobody around out in the country. So,
Right.
And one of the days where I was saying I was like just questioning existence in general, I looked up at the sky and I just looked at the clouds moving and I was like, man, we are nothing. And it was crazy.
That is
It
crazy.
didn't bring down like a total
Like,
wave of despair.
your
it
mood.
it was more like
Did
it almost like I
did it affect your
zoomed
mood?
all the way out through past the sky to look into space and just see nothing. And I'm like, man, this is a crazy thing that we're doing right now. Life isn't absolutely insane that it's going on right now.
That's happened to me before, where like I feel like I've looked at it and I'm like, we're actually so insignificant, and not in the way of like that people talk about, like actually feeling like I'm actually so irrelevant, and not even in a negative way.
No,
I mean,
it's such a weird.
I have
experience.
I've had a lot of those experiences where like it has been in negative ways. Like obviously it's easy to get in that mindset when you have like mental health issues, but I've had a lot in terms of I feel like when you're, and I'm not like, this isn't me stroking either of our egos.
I didn't feel hopeless.
No, yeah, it's not that I'm stroking either of our egos here, but like when you're intelligent enough that you can process that information and like look at it that way, it's almost inevitable that you think of it. And I think it makes me want to talk about just like real quick on your opinions of like, have you ever felt and like I said, not in like a depressed or like super negative way necessarily, even though it's hard to not think of that, but have you ever thought like about what happens when you die?
Yeah, I do, because we are both non religious, I would say. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
So yeah, I have a lot of thoughts, but it just, and I consume media, and I take bits and pieces of stuff like that. But I think one of the closer episodes to the end of BoJack Horseman, they have a
BoJack Horseman.
yeah,
Sorry,
the funny haha
Okay,
show.
Go on.
Right at the end, they're talking about how BoJack is drowning in this pool, and he's like hallucinating, and he's like on stage in his hallucination, and there's a door that opens, and it's just nothingness, and he looks at one of the guys that's performing, and he goes, "Well, I'll see you on the other side," and the guy goes, "Oh no, BoJack, there's nothing on the other side. This is it." And then he falls into the door, and then it's just darkness, nothing. That's how I feel death is going to be.
So
An infinite void.
So in saying that though, and I've felt the same thing, but this is the thing though. You don't experience that though.
Yeah, I'll never be able to understand it. And
Because you won't. So like I've thought of it before too. And I'm like, well, what if it's just like you're just sitting in a black sea? But then I'm like, but no,
No,
you'd
it's
have to
worse
have a
than
brain to have that. There'd
Yeah.
be nothing. You have to somehow think of absolutely zero
You can't.
anything, and you can't.
No.
Which means like there's just nothing in it. And like so, I'll be honest, like that when I start thinking about too much, it does start to scare me. Not because I'm afraid of death itself, but because I'm afraid of there being no thought, no anything at all. And for those of you that are religious, if you listen to this, it's easy.
you're on a different wavelength than us.
It's easy to say, well, think of it from a religious standpoint, but like, if you don't have that sort of modicum of belief, it makes it like you just don't. It's not how it works. Because my thing is like, even if right now is like I'm gonna follow this religion, I'll never fully be into it because for me and the way that my brain is, I
don't think I can do it either.
I think too differently than others,
and I was raised
couldn't.
Catholic, so
I'd be faking it the entire time, and so it's just not what it is, and I'm not one to like hold myself up on by fake thoughts, right?
yeah,
So when it comes to like death, though,
it's a wild concept that
It's
no one
scary.
will ever understand.
it's scary,
So.
and it's almost like like you ever heard of those theories that when you die, like when you're about to die, it like or you have a near death experience that it's almost as if time like gets elongated. So like it could be like 1 minute, but it to you like these people say that they have these crazy vivid like dreams and stuff, and like I lived like 2 years of lifespan in this 1 minute, and then I woke up and it was like I had my own thing that I was doing, and then all of a sudden it was 1 minute later.
Yeah.
And I like, you ever heard the theory that like when you die, you basically that happens, you have that last little flicker of brain activity has this whole creation of something, and then it just goes and 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 goes, and you basically it's like what life we're living now could technically be
just
like
a
your
thought
brain
after death.
your brain basically giving itself that one last moment of spark that it has. It gives 100% of your brain activity to create this like right now, like we could be dying.
I've heard that. It reminds me of like the black hole. If you go into a black hole, you're like infinitely falling into the event horizon, and the closer you get to the singularity, the slower you go. So like it kind of stretches you out.
And so you'd actually
forever.
be stretching and you'd be actually being ripped apart, but because it's taking so long,
You'll never notice.
you wouldn't it wouldn't actually feel anything for
Yeah,
you
and-
because your perception as you're going wouldn't not be able to fathom
And that's
it.
like your brain just stretching out until it is no more.
Right. And so like to me, to make myself feel better, I always think like, well, maybe that's what it is. I get that last
Could
because
be.
because it's proven that there's a last huge flicker of brain activity before you die. Like that's basically how they created DMT.
We should just take DMT.
No, because
No,
I'm
God,
not
no, I would
Joe
never.
Rogan.
No, I would. I
Unless if this podcast gets as many listens as the Joe Rogan podcast, I'll take DMT.
Okay, so full disclaimer. Full disclaimer. I've never taken a psychedelic, but if
Same.
you have, I don't care. Like, good for you. Like, that's great. I don't care if anybody does any kind of drugs, but that's just not my cup of tea.
It's not mine either. I've actually though
I picked my poison. It's alcohol.
there's a lot. Yeah, we drink alcohol, but
Yeah.
we've there's actually like studies that for mental health issues that there are small microdosing of certain drugs actually have been proven so far with the limited research that we have.
Oh my God, we are Joe Rogan.
Have been proven to help brain activity. Well, I said
Now
like
we're
I said,
talking about microdosing.
like I said, that's microdosing. The funny part is if you have you ever like looked into that and actually seen that all these people that talk about that and they're taking enough to actually get the effects of being high like several times a day, and they're
It's
like,
so weird, dude.
I'm microdosing. It's like that's not microdosing. Microdosing is taking
You're just getting high.
Microdosing is taking such a small amount that the effects are so minimal, but what happens is that you're taking them and it's doing small little alters to like, you know, depending on what it is that they say that like does that.
Yeah.
I know people that have said that they've taken like mushrooms and stuff like that or psychedelics, and they said that it's completely changed their mindset to like for the better. But then I've also talked to people, the same people who said after they've like not the same people but like same type of people that have taken that stuff and have said afterwards they've never been able to like get away like a certain feeling that they've got. So I know people that have been benefited and I know people that have been harmed. So to me it's like, oh, it's just a roll of dice. So why would I even want to roll my chances with that?
Yeah, I know a kid that can't really function anymore after acid, which is pretty sad, but you know, it is what it is. If you're gonna do that kind of stuff, you know the risks.
Yeah, you gotta know the risks. That's it.
And I've been a trip sitter quite a few times for shroom episodes.
Yeah.
And I like, you know, those people are nice to be around, and I like hearing about their trips afterwards. It's just not a thing that I would do.
Yeah, I agree. Like I feel like I would be a bad trip sitter because
No, they're funny, dude. You might not.
oh no, I mean like the funny part, yeah, but like to me I'd be bad because like when it started going south, it'd be hard for me to have like, so I'm all for everyone do whatever you want, but if it started going really badly south, I would feel terrible and I'd do what I could to like help it.
Yeah.
But in my brain, all I'd be thinking was, you've made this decision though.
Yeah.
You created this decision, and so it's hard for me to feel sorry. I feel bad that you're going through it, but it's hard for me to feel sorry.
But if you're the sitter, then you've made the decision to try to help them.
Exactly. So I guess
you kind of have to drop that thought of
Yeah.
like you did this to yourself because they trust you to pull them out of the darkness.
I think that's what's hard for me for a lot of things, not just like not even just in terms of that, but it's hard for me because a lot of times I do want to say, well, you did this to yourself, but
Yeah.
then you have to think of it from the realistic standpoint though, is as a human being, like people are going to do things to themselves, and sometimes you do things to yourself, and it doesn't mean that people should be void of help or assistance or care just
That's
because
true.
they do. Like, yeah, some people do stuff to themselves, but also, you know, maybe their thought process was that it wasn't going to be the way that it was, or that maybe the positives outweigh the negatives, and it just happened to be, you know, okay,
I'm ready.
this will be my last like crazy topic, and then you can go into whatever you want.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. No, I
And this is a short one, because all I'm going to ask you is, if you could do something that gave you a 99.9% chance of, if you did that your life and all of your loved one's life would be 100% set up, 100%, it'd be like taken care of, 99.9%, and you did that thing, and there's no harm to you or any of your loved ones, nothing else, nothing negative happened, only positives, and all was set up, but it was a 0.01% chance that you died.
That I died?
That you died.
Ooh, that's a bad one because I would take the odds.
Right. But that's what I'm saying though, right?
If it was like a 0.1% chance Maddie died, I don't think I'm taking that bet. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying is, so it's a 0.0, let's say a 0.01, it's 99.99. There's a 0.01% chance that you would die. Would you take that risk?
Excuse me.
Are you tired?
It's infinitely...
You tired right now?
No. It's infinitely better than casino odds, so I think I'd take it.
Okay. So, there are... I mean, I would too.
Yeah.
But there are people that do certain things that think that that's what the actual odds are.
Right.
Like maybe not that exact, but they're like
they're not even thinking about what could go
They're
wrong.
like, oh man, there's like a 99% chance that I get this because like or whatever, or like there's a 99% chance that this is gonna happen, and so people will take dumb odds even if they're not true,
Right.
they're not accurate. Now, let's say this. Let's say there's a 99.999999999. Let's say it's like repeating.
No.
Like there's literally there's more chance of lightning striking the ground, shooting through the ground somehow, and hitting somebody on the other side of the world than you to not get what you wanted, the positive.
Right.
Let's say that that's what it was. But then let's say that was the odds that we were given, but then there's a 50% chance that those odds are wrong in some way.
So it's still a 50-50?
So
where are you going with this?
So it could still be a 50-50.
Where are you going with this?
Would you do it then?
No, I'm not taking a 50-50 chance.
But if
I say no, then nothing happens. GG.
So you say the same way.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, okay.
We good.
So I guess my like
coin flip way too scary.
Kind of where I'm going with that is I guess like with us talking about like the drug usage or people like doing stuff that hurts themselves or whether it's like anything to do with that or something completely different. Like there are people that know that it's a coin toss, but they think it's a coin toss for them to like, but it's still more likely for them to have this happen because, oh, dude, if I sink this, it's 100% chance that I fucking succeed. It's like, right.
But you got to sink it.
But it's a 50-50.
You got to flip the coin first.
So you could still, like, you could lose. Like, yes, if you walked in there and punched your boss in the face, yeah, there's there's a chance that he could be like, you know what? You can own this company.
Yeah.
But also, there's percentages that you don't like the differences. I don't know. It made me think about that when you started talking about like if it's their fault or like you did this to yourself. Like some people just don't understand those odds. Like when it comes to anything.
Yeah, it's I have another quote for that. It's people like that. I would say if I had two wheels and pedals, I'd be a bike. So there you go. Yeah, the odds are there, but you have to actually be in them to have it happen.
That's true. You're right.
You have to be a bike to.
You have to be a bike to get those odds.
To be a bike.
The only odds that you can get are when you're a bike.
Bike odds.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, let me see. So, I actually will take another senzu bean. Did you see me save those? Am I Spider-Man? I'm not. That was my tooth. Breaking. No, I'm just kidding. What do you think about peace sign? Like throwing up the peace sign.
V for victory.
No. Just like, peace out, dude. Or you see somebody and you drop and you're like, peace. People don't do peace signs anymore. You notice that?
I don't give frontward peace. I do one of these.
I always do frontward peace.
I'm not doing one of these. Like,
well, I'm a mailman, so frontward peace means good fortune to you.
Is that a mailman thing?
No, but I think I'm gonna start it.
I always do like one of the sideways ones. I do like so if you're not,
you're like flinging dice.
If you're not watching.
You're not throwing.
I'm like
sign.
I lift up the fingers, okay, and then I do a slap to the left. So this was my right hand. I lift it up, slap to the left. I'm like, take it easy, brother.
Think of if you're playing dice, but you're shooting it sideways in the air, horizontal instead of
I don't really
vertical.
play dice, so I wouldn't really know.
Well, people play dice. Not me.
People play dice.
You never rolled dice.
You don't know how they roll dice.
You ain't never.
Play dice.
You ain't never rolled a dice before.
You ever play craps?
No, but that's what you're doing when you're throwing up that sideways peace sign. Anyway, did you throw a sensu bean?
No.
Anyway, I'm bringing back the peace sign because I like it. And
What relevance does that have to do with anything?
Well, because when I'm on the route, you know, I don't want to talk to anybody, so I just peace out, dude.
So you give a frontwards up. You get a front up peace sign.
Like one of these. Probably the whitest peace sign you could do. That's me right here.
Front up piece.
Front up peace. Both
For those listening, a front up piece.
bunny, like your uncle giving you bunny ears behind you in the picture. That's my peace sign.
That is this. Okay.
Say it. Go ahead, say it. You like it? These are good, man.
My body doesn't naturally do that.
Yes, I do.
I feel like it's hard.
I feel like I'm hard, but I'm still here.
What?
Rejuvenated by these sensu beans. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
all of the restoration is only in your cock and balls.
Yeah. Ooh. I'll just grab the rest of them. That's my magic pill, sensu beans.
All right. Let's go into a little mini topic that I want to talk about Diablo 4.
Again?
So, yeah, again.
My teeth are gonna break.
Yeah.
Why did you give me these?
I don't know. I've been like watching a lot of stuff that just like kind of like people talking about like because I've been looking at the subreddit of what people are saying and what they're saying.
I love Reddit,
and it's fun for me to look at what people say, so that way I just like to.
You're a Redditor?
No, I just lurk and read what people say, and so
you got your fedora when you're on Reddit.
Actually, it's called a Quilby. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
What a pull! Not like this.
It's a Trilby, not a Quilby, by the way.
I would have never known any of that. And you know what? That information is definitely getting benched because I don't want to know it. Permanently benched info.
So, there is like some information that's been coming out about it that like it's just making it sound more and more interesting to me. You know that?
Was it like okay, let me guess. Let me guess it. Let me hash it out here before you just tell me.
Okay.
Is it about the class that's coming out that they haven't revealed yet?
No. There's been no information.
Is it about PvP?
No.
Is it about story lore?
No.
So it's all gameplay? Boo. Boo. Fans are rioting. Redditors are tipping their fedoras.
When you beat the campaign, and that's not like you don't have to get max level for that. Beating the campaign, they said is around level 45.
What's max? 50?
Max level?
Yeah.
100.
And then no,
50,
it's not 100.
And then 50 in Paragon boards, so it's 150.
Is it actually?
I think so.
Okay. Anyway.
Or no, 50 is the max level, and then you get another 50 for Paragon board, so it's 100.
Okay.
So after you beat the campaign, once you beat it, listen to this. A skip campaign button comes up.
Yay!
So then we can make hardcore characters, and if they die,
bam.
Yeah.
So we just got to bust out the campaign real quick.
So we make a softcore, bust out the campaign.
Bust out the campaign.
That's really all. There's a lot more stuff, but I don't really want to talk about it.
That's actually so sick.
I just wanted to tell you that part because I thought you'd be interested.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Because, dude, I'm like listening to what some of these people. So Riker here.
It's Riker here.
So
I love.
Dude,
Riker.
you did that. So do it again.
It's Riker here.
Okay, say something that he would say. A sentence about an ARPG. Go.
And we're back with Diablo 4.
That wasn't as good.
No, I only got.
But the Riker here.
Riker here.
Yeah, the Riker here was really good.
Thank you.
So, on the topic of
you're like Sliman. Italian or something.
I was Barack Obama.
Oh no.
My fellow Diablo 4 players.
Americans.
Ouch.
Ouch. Ouch. That's what Obama sounds like. Ouch.
Ouch. Ooey, owie, my American fellows.
Ouchie.
No, I was watching Riker, right? And he was talking about
him.
And like, so there's like these something called like capstone dungeons, which are like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's basically something so you can go to the next difficulty level, difficulty 3, right?
Yeah.
And 4, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
and he was saying how hard they were and that it's super good. So it makes me really excited to make a hardcore character because it's gonna be
We're just gonna be
fucking
pumping
hard,
out
dude.
deaths, baby.
Pumping out what?
Deaths.
Oh,
He's gonna keep dying over and
Maybe?
over again.
What if we just made it so we just
Yeah, what if we just never died ever? In real life too, we never died, and then we'll live 1,000 years.
we live 1,000 years? Scott and Cody
do 1,000 backflips and
no
dive in
what's
100
with you with
tri-
backflips and front flips?
It's so funny. It's so funny. I don't know why.
No, I was gonna say, what if
In
we
game,
just,
of course. In game.
what if we
in
just
game.
didn't make softcore?
Well, I mean, I kind of want to just beat the campaign and then
No, what if we didn't though? And we just that was our punishment. No, I'm just kidding. I can't
punish
do
our punishment for what? Playing the game that we want to play?
it. Yes.
Wow.
But will we want to play it when we
What
can't
if we
die?
just stuck electrical clamps to our nipples and played? And then, the whole time we would feel like electricity and get punished and we'd be like, oh, I love this game. Turn it up.
But what if we don't like the game when we don't have a risk of dying?
That's what the clamps are for.
Okay, better yet. Every time that we die in the game on softcore until we can get hardcore,
We do 10 push-ups.
The next time we see each other, we punch each other as hard as we can in the nuts that many times. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that.
That would hurt so bad.
I'm not doing that. I'll vomit.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
both.
doing it.
Yeah, I'll vomit too. No, you'll punch me. Like whoever's doing the punching will also vomit too,
Dude.
Before they even get punched, because it hurts me so bad to watch somebody get kicked or punched in the nuts.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting
It's
for
like,
my stomach.
Oh,
Let's do push-ups.
I
If
thought you were
die in
gonna say let's do a
push-ups.
ball
No.
punching contest. Yeah, let's do it right now on pod.
So
I'll start.
We'll do softcore push-ups. We'll do something like that to make it more challenging for us.
When you say softcore, I wouldn't.
softcore push-ups.
Yeah, softcore push-ups. I really don't like when you say it like that.
Okay, that's all I got for that, and then now you can say another one of your topics.
I don't have a good segue, so
It doesn't. You don't need a segue. This isn't New York City. There's not segues laying about.
okay.
Just do it.
I didn't know that they affected you so deeply. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Oh, actually, you know what? That's a good segue in my next.
Oh my
topic.
god.
The
The fact that you're pulling out your phone and you can't remember the topics every time
just
you
means
look
I'm
at
old. Yes, I get it. So like my
So like my let me read it with my
So-
good eyes.
So I realized when I was doing my existential crisis, whatever thing that is
Yeah.
now past, that I really only have one goal that I've set for myself since I've been a little kid, and it's to
Live.
make people laugh.
Oh,
I love making people laugh.
same.
And the reason that I want to do it so badly is because when I was younger, when I was like, probably before I was a teenager, there was a group of kids in my neighborhood that were around the same age as me, and we would always play basketball or street hockey or whatever, tag,
Right.
whatever we were doing, like Pokemon on the Game Boy. And I found out from these people that I actually wasn't funny at all.
What?
Because as a kid, I was just so rigid and structured, analytical, and it was just always, it was either right or it was wrong, and I couldn't get it out of my brain because
I can totally see
that's
that.
just how I was wired, right?
I can totally see
So
it.
like when I would make a joke, I would be hurting somebody's feelings or like putting them down, and to me, I'm like, that's funny, I'm making fun of you, but it's like my kid brain didn't get it. Like I didn't understand social cues that well.
You still do that.
I'd still do that. I'm still bad at it because I'm still programmed like I was. But and ever since somebody was like, Scott, that's not funny, that's mean. It's changed my whole outlook. And
'Cause you didn't wanna be mean.
I didn't want to be mean. Like I want to be funny. I want to make it laugh, and it was doing the opposite. So like my goal since I've been like, I probably was like 7, is to just make people laugh, but not in a way that puts anybody down. And that's like been.
You've never done that.
I know I'm really bad at it. I didn't say that. It's a never-ending goal. Okay.
I'm just thinking about back to every league game.
No, I
Every
wasn't
league game we've ever
right
played
there,
together.
No, I wasn't trying to make you laugh there. I was trying to win the game.
Every league game I've ever played with you.
Okay, let me clarify. When I'm trying to be funny, my goal is to make people laugh without hurting their feelings.
Oh, okay.
You ever have a goal like that? Have you set like a lifelong goal stemming back from childhood?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess another one would be like try to be polite to everybody, but I don't really think about that one like I do the try to make people laugh.
I don't know if
I think about it every day, basically.
For me, for most of my life, I've had like two goals. The first one, I've always said this, so like I'll say this one is lifelong. I've always said this. My single top goal in life always is to be happy.
That's a good one.
So, and by that I mean like I don't mean like I'm not happy or anything. I mean like my goal in life is whatever I do, whatever I'm doing with others, whatever like I just want to be happy with whatever I'm doing. If I'm not happy in my life, and I don't mean like I'm having unhappy times or unhappy situations or anything like that. I mean like I want like me to be able to look at myself and say I'm happy with what I'm doing. Like, and you know, there's times when I feel like I'm meeting that goal and there's times I'm not, but
like when you're watching reality TV shows,
right?
You're not reaching your goal.
Yes, I'm not reaching that goal,
right?
But it's always been for me, and you know, I used to get a lot of flack for that, like several years ago when I was younger, because I'd have like friends say to me, because at the time I had a lot of people that I knew that were like working factory jobs back when those actually made more money than other jobs, which they don't really anymore.
Not anymore.
So I don't know why people still do them.
Bounced from that.
I don't know why people are still doing them. Like they've lost their appeal. Now it's just you work a lot of hours and you make the same amount of money as everyone else, but you're making more money simply because of overtime.
And you don't get to see your family.
Yeah. Making money because of overtime. Cool. I did that when I worked at Menards. Like that's cool. I made I realized like when I got my checks too, like at the end of it, after I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is the most money I've ever made. And I was like, oh, I worked so much. Like, not that I don't work a lot now, but I feel like though it's different in a way now too with how I work. But anyways, like I don't. For me, it's I've always looked at it like, finish my thought, is I had friends that would be like, yeah, we're working 70 hours a week, working a factory job, and you're working in like part-time retail, or like, not that I wouldn't ever try to be full-time.
Right.
Because I did want to work like more, like 40 hours. I mean, I've at one point I was working 3 jobs, so it's not like I didn't like want to do that, but I didn't want to do something that made me unhappy doing. Yeah. I didn't find any sort of enjoyment from I've always liked interacting with people, even though I have anxiety about doing it. I've always liked it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I remember like for the longest time I was like so like weirded out about factory because I just didn't know what it was like. I imagined like the cartoon.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing.
Like on a conveyor belt and like things going around and I'm just going boop 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 boop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I actually do get
like
what you're saying.
Like Looney Tunes.
How did I pull that from what you were doing? All of a sudden, you started making like you were playing Snake on your phone or something.
That was the conveyors.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And so
collecting the little apples.
And so like I thought that's what it was, and then I was like, I'd hate that. And then I ended up going like and doing factory work for a month, and I was like, oh, I do hate it, but it's not because it's what I thought. It's because it's
boring.
It's similar to what I thought, but in different ways.
Yeah.
So I wasn't just sitting there pushing a button. I was doing a job that I couldn't interact with people if I wanted to do my job effectively.
Yeah, I saw you there.
And and I couldn't do my job effectively if I wanted it, and also it hurt me. It hurt my hands because I got bad carpal tunnel doing it.
Yep.
From doing the same repetitive action over and over again.
Yeah, you were back in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
The bad corner. That was a bad corner.
Where you push the thing down and to get the thing, and then you put it on the other robot to where it drills in the screw, and then
I had to do like
snap the covers on,
snap, and then I had to
put it in the greaser.
And there was like I remember there would be times when people would just not show up for work, or they just leave for like a few days, and so then it meant like everyone had to do more jobs, which is fine with me. Like it's whatever. I like to do everything.
Yeah.
But like and doing it, I like working, and so for me, I was like, this is fine. But then I'm like, then stuff gets fucked up, and so the problem with factory work for me was like, if something got fucked up, it wasn't like this is a learning experience for you to learn to do better. It was like hey, you're a fucking idiot, and it's like, well, you know.
So you know who came up with our first top 10 or whatever that we did? The person that suggested it. His name, I remember I said, shout out Travis.
Yeah.
You've worked with him at SMR.
Did I?
Yeah. And I think you worked with him somewhere else.
Oh, was he the quality inspector?
Yes.
Oh,
Him.
I like Travis.
Yeah, me too. He's cool.
He's also like, isn't he like our age and already has like severe carpal tunnel surgery that he had to go through?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he told me about it because I was like, man, my shit's hurting. He's like, oh yeah, dude. He was like, I'm like 30. And
He probably said, oh yeah, my shit's fucked.
Yeah.
That's probably what he said.
Yeah.
I can hear
Yeah,
him.
he was a
I
cool
can
dude.
hear him in my head.
He actually, when I left and never came back, he was like, hey, bro, where'd you go? You left and never came back. And
no, he's a nice guy.
He was like one of the only ones I liked.
He was pissed because the last episode came out later. Because he was like, I'm on a long car ride. Where the hell's the next episode?
Here it is, Travis.
Here it is, yep.
But yeah, anyways, how did we get... Oh, being happy.
Yes, that was your goal, being happy.
And so, like, for me, it's always been... I always preference what's going to make me happy over what's going to do anything else. And when I don't, I'll just say it, when I don't, my life suffers. And
Yeah.
I've noticed that, like, I have, like, it affects me greatly. So to me, it's like, then just do the thing that makes me happy so I don't have to suffer.
Call you Will Smith because you're on the pursuit of happiness. Or should I said call you Kid Cudi because you're on the pursuit of
I'm about
happiness?
to say, because if you call me Will Smith, then I'm going to have to tell you to keep my name out your fucking mouth.
Oh no, he went this way. He went
And it was a full...
it wasn't a backhand. It was a
Yes.
open hand palm
Yes.
slap forward.
So,
was
and
wild.
then my second one that I don't know how long it's been a thing, but it's kind of been it's been like a goal of mine, like in my life for a while. But it's basically and I've heard this like as a quote from someone, which is actually a quote that I like, but it's make it
rain.
No, it's something
Lil Jon.
something similar to this. It's like make it your job to make someone's life a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
So, and saying that, so like another thing, like a similar thing is like leave the world a little bit better of a place than before you were in it.
That's a nice sentiment.
So like for me, whatever I do, I like to try and do like, you know, like there's times like we're walking, I'll pick up a piece of trash from the ground and like Becca like will say something like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you doing?"
That's nasty.
And it's just, and for me, like, and not that I'm not criticizing her.
And then
like,
she says, "Eat it right now."
yes, and I do, but
Especially if it's like a slice of pizza
Right.
on the ground. Of course, you're gobbling that.
But
up.
I've had other people that are just like, what are you doing? And like, 'cause I'll do something that's like puts me out of my way or whatever. And like in the back of my brain, I'm just thinking like I'm trying to leave the world a little bit better of a place than before I was in it. And I feel like if everyone did that, then the world would be perfect. But because we all don't want to just try to make it a little bit better,
yeah.
then instead it suffers. Does that make
yeah.
sense?
Yeah, no, I get what
Like
you're saying.
if all, what is it now? Probably almost 8 billion people now.
If all of them gave me $1,
Yes, I would be
I would
rich.
be so rich, dude.
It'd be sick.
Oh, could we get on that? Can
Yeah,
we
come
give
on.
me $1?
Oh yeah,
Everybody?
someone
Everybody,
finished setting up the
everyone
Patreon
on
for
Earth,
me.
Everyone on Earth give me $1, and then I'll give you $1 after that.
You give everyone $1?
Yeah, and then we'll be back to square one.
Yeah, that's actually the dumbest thing
It's
I've ever heard
called
you
the
say.
circle of life, but it's the circle of dollar, the $1 circle.
You just reminded me of an AVGN reference, an Angry Video Game Nerd reference.
What was it? A reference?
When he's talking
of the Lion
about
King?
no, he's talking about what is it called? The stupid like Tokyo 97 or no, not why is it
Tokyo Drift.
Hong Kong 97.
Oh.
When he's like talking about this game that super sucks, and he's like, "Oh, it means this, and this is referential to this," and he was like, "So the game is representing the circle of life," and then he goes, "And what is in the circle of life?" And he's like, so he goes through all this stuff, and he goes, "And then what is the circle of life?" And then he goes, "Well, on one hand, it's reproduction." is part of life.
Whoa.
And then the other part of it is
Diarrhea, dog shit.
eating sustenance food, which turns to shit. Oh yeah, this game is fucking shit because it's reproduction and food.
Fucking
this
shit.
game is fucking shit.
He's
and
funny.
I'm like, dude, if I was even half as funny as him, then I'd be successful.
Yeah, I know. He's very funny.
But anyways, yeah, those are my goals.
Yeah, those are good goals. You know how like the Joker.
These are
from-
Breath of the Wild socks, by the way.
Those are cool. New game's coming out. You excited for that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
What's it called? Tower of Tears?
Yeah.
Kingdom of Tears?
Nope, Tower of Tears.
The twin tier towers.
Whoa.
Whoa! Watch out! Watch out! I'll tell you what flying machine they'll give you in that game.
Navi just flies into a building and it explodes. Jesus
Is
Christ.
it okay to joke about 9/11?
Um,
I think it's funny now, right? I think it's objectively funny.
as long as
Right?
whoever's listening is not American, it's funny.
No, I think it's okay to joke about. It's been quite a long time has passed.
Are you gonna joke
since
about the
it's happened.
Holocaust next?
I mean, it didn't happen, so why would I
Oh
joke
my
about
God.
it? Okay, that's a bad take. Sorry. I take it back.
Jesus Christ!
That was clearly a joke for everybody.
I was
listening.
hoping you were gonna say, well, one was like 7,000 people, one was 7 million, so it's a little bit of a difference.
I mean, Hitler was a good leader. Give him that one. No, he was a bad leader and a bad person.
I'm done dealing with you now.
You shouldn't have brought this topic on me while I'm in joke mode. Okay?
Yeah, what you're saying is not the jokes that I want to be associated
they ain't very
with.
good.
Yeah.
But you laughed.
I'm laughing at how
Yeah,
uncomfortable you're making me.
Good.
What were we? Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes. The kingdom tears that Link sheds upon them.
Yeah, I'm excited. Anyways, what were you going on about?
What's your morning routine? What do you do in the morning? Because I have a routine. I do it every morning exactly this. Since I've moved into
You're a routine
my
person,
house.
though, and I'm not.
Huh?
You're a routine person. I'm not. I don't like routines.
Ooh.
So you say your routine, and
Ooh.
then I'm gonna give you what I have, and I want you to try and not cringe when I tell you.
Okay, so your sporadicness.
No, I need you to just talk about your routine.
Okay, my routine is
Let's hear it.
it's my night routine. It goes into my morning routine. So my night routine is I'll probably watch some like a YouTube video for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll be like, okay, it's time to go to bed. So I'll set my alarm for 6 o'clock, and then I'll go to bed, and I'll wake up. Normally I wake up a little bit before my alarm, and then I just shut it off. And then, but sometimes I'll just wake up to my alarm, and I'll be like, it's time to get up. So it'll take me like maybe a minute or so to gain consciousness after the alarm. I'll get up. I'll say, Jack, my dog, do you want to go outside, go potty? And then he'll get up. I'll get my coffee cup. I'll put it in the coffee maker. I'll start the coffee. I'll take the dog outside. He'll do his business. I'll hang out with him while he's doing his business. He'll come back inside. I'll wipe his paws off because we got a sand pit in the backyard that I get rid of, and I don't want sand in the house. So he'll go lay. I'll send him into the room, so he'll lay down next to Maddie because he sleeps on his bed on the ground, but he gets like in the morning he can cuddle on the bed for a little bit before she gets up, and then I'll take the coffee off the coffee pot, put the creamer in, pour a cup of water, drink both of those while I watch like a YouTube video or whatever. Normally it's something on my phone. I'll be like playing a little phone game or something stupid like that.
Mouse Hunt.
Mouse Hunt. I played that. Love Mouse Hunt. Shout out. I got a new area, Fort Knox.
Shut the fuck up.
Fort Rocks, not Fort Knox. Anyway, I'll watch that. I'll finish both the water and the coffee, and then I'll go I'll make something to eat, and I'll pour another glass of water because I like to have at least 2 glasses of water before I leave for work. And then I'll eat, shower, finish the water, and then I'll go to work. And that's my morning routine almost every day. And if I don't go to work, then I chill out a little bit longer until Maddie wakes up.
Okay.
Pretty solid, right?
Yeah,
That is every day.
It's a pretty effective daily routine.
And I get 2 glasses of water in me and my 1 cup of coffee, and I feel like alert and alive. And the shower helps me wake up too and feel alert and alive. And I just I'll feel hydrated, and my brain, I won't have a headache for the whole day because I'll drink more water throughout the day, and I'm just set up.
It sounds like you got yourself a well-established working routine.
I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's that OCD, right?
No.
You're
No,
lying.
No.
You're lying to make me feel better.
It's only like if you're saying that you do that
Every morning.
single day,
Yeah.
it's probably about 60% OCD.
60%?
Yeah, if you're doing it that is precise, but that doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah, it is that precise every day.
Yeah,
So.
that's about 60% your OCD, yeah.
It kind of depends on if the dog has to just pee or if he has to pee and poop.
You do a little poopy.
Yeah, sometimes he does a little poopy in the morning.
Yeah, that is very OCD.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what's your morning routine? Hit me with it,
big
boy.
I have severe ADHD.
Right.
So already we're starting off on a bad footing. But I will say I do have a small amount of a night routine.
Ooh,
Small.
that's good.
So normally what will happen... So also keep in mind, I don't work at a job where I wake up and have to go at the same time every day.
Right,
Okay.
I do.
So sometimes I don't get home till 11:30. Sometimes I get home at 2. Sometimes I get home at 5, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. But when it comes to sleep stuff, so 99% of the time, 95, somewhere between 90 and 95% of the time.
Okay, pretty random.
Already. I'm already making you
We're
hurt.
already not consistent. Let's go.
90 to 95% of the time, what happens is whatever I'm doing, I'll be downstairs. I will pull up a YouTube video and I'll start watching some YouTube video that can like make my brain fire off like its synapses, like
Ooh,
effectively, right?
Yep.
And then I'll usually, even though I know I shouldn't, eat something before I go upstairs. Even if it's
Everybody
something light,
caves, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So I will then, as I'm watching, go upstairs. I will bring Pumpkin with me because that's my dog, and she usually stays with me. I'll bring her upstairs, and I'll be like, Pumpkin, come on. And so then she'll finally follow me, and then I'll go let her go into the room. I have my video paused once I get to the top of the stairs. I'll have her go into the room because our son's room is next door. She hops on the bed or in her bed, wherever she's comfortable. I will grab my Samsung EarPod bullshit.
Yep.
Right? My Galaxy Buds.
Yep.
And I will put one in, and then I will go into the bathroom, and I will continue watching the video, listening.
Yep.
I will brush my teeth. Okay? And I will go pee, and then I will go lay in bed and watch my video until I fall asleep to the video.
Wake up.
even if it's just for a half a second until I'm like, huh, and then I will then take out my EarPod, put it in the thing, and then I will be unable to sleep for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I'll just stand there and be like, I'll never get to sleep now. And then
I've felt that before. That's so real.
And then I fall asleep. Now, sometimes I fall asleep for 4 hours when I'm watching the video. Sometimes I don't fall asleep at all, and I have to force myself.
Super consistent.
This is where this is where the randomness starts to
Here we go.
And then sometimes in between all of that, I decide I'm going to take a shower at night because I have to work at between 4 and 6 o'clock in the morning. So
what's going on? Oh no, I could never.
And so then I wake up. Now this is always consistent.
Okay, I'm ready for consistent. I'm praying for consistency.
I wake up. Okay.
Yep.
I will. Now, if I work in the morning, this is where it's gonna always be random. But I'll just tell you right now.
Always be random.
Yeah, because if I work in the morning, then I usually will wake up just before or like at my alarm, and I will contemplate my life and like for like a couple minutes,
as you do,
and then I'll go take a shower, get dressed, go downstairs, Sometimes I get my shoes on and then I just like chill and watch a video and then go to work. Or sometimes I will grab a coffee and then I'll do it and go to work. And sometimes I'll just not chill at all and I'll purposely. Dude, I don't have any consistency.
You're scaring me.
My
Your morning
I told-
routine is a nightmare situation for me.
And so then now let's say that I don't work.
It doesn't throw your whole day off when you don't do the same thing.
So
in the
I
morning?
usually only work in the morning 2 to 3 days a week. So I don't. I usually don't have to wake up that early. So this is a typical morning. I wake up. I have to go pee. I go pee.
Okay.
I get back into bed.
Yep.
And then I fall back asleep.
Is this that's consistency?
Yes.
We'll take it.
I fall back asleep, and I wake up.
And then what? You go pee again?
I wake up probably between 8 and 9. It all depends on like if Becca has to work or if anything like that goes on.
Yeah.
Then I wake up and I am incredibly inconsistent. And
Perfect.
I'll go downstairs and I probably make a coffee. And then, dude, I have no consistency.
Yeah, my morning routine actually functions for work days and not work days. So
Yeah, I don't. I have no consistency. I'm just being honest. And then my days have no consistencies. And so I've tried to establish consistencies. Like I kind of have some things that like I'll get up and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and I will follow those routines. But my problem is that some days I just don't. I just don't.
You just
And I
don't.
don't know why. And then other days because of work. So like imagine you got out of work at between 11:30 and midnight. Okay.
sounds terrible.
You get home. All right. And then it's probably an hour before you fall asleep with everything else because you want to eat, you want to like do whatever.
Right.
Then you get into bed and you fall asleep. You're not waking up at 6
No.
or 5, I mean. And then there's days that I have to wake up at 5.
Yeah,
so
that
how
sucks.
can I create a consistency, right? It's impossible.
Yeah,
physically.
you're working basically swing shift.
So
That sucks.
So now, you know what? I don't ever really have to, close and then open at my job. It's not often that I have to do that. But because my body is used to doing both, I never get like consistent. But the one thing that is consistent is before I started working that shift, I was always working closes. So my body functions better on later shifts because I've always had to do later shifts because everyone hates it.
Yeah.
In the entire world. I've always had to do it. Almost always. So for me, like waking up sucks for me, but being
Existence
later
is pain.
being later is fine. And
Yeah.
so I have a consistent like my night routine can usually be like pretty consistent. Like when we get done, depending on what time it is, I'll play a game for a little bit.
Yep.
Or I'll take a bath. It all depends on like if I feel like how long I've like between me having baths or whatever like that. And then I will start watching a video. I'll probably eat a little snack or something. Then I will go upstairs and I will watch my that part consistent.
See?
But it's because
And
that
you're saying
for
you
me
don't
is
have
mine.
a consistent poop routine. Don't you poop?
Oh, I don't have a consistent poop routine. I poop.
That's your problem. I think
wait.
it all stems back to the poop routine.
I've only pooped twice today though.
Only twice is normal, my guy.
Not for me. I got IBS.
So what's your normal amount?
5?
No.
No, my normal amount is between 2 and 6.
I couldn't imagine going six
Not,
times a day.
I don't ever actually do that. It's random.
Holy
It's like
cow.
it's very
random. I rolled the dice.
It barely
just
happens,
like with the
but-
peace sign.
but it's usually I would say it's usually between 2 and 3 or 2 and 4.
So you're in a constant state of chaos.
Dude, my existence is pain sometimes.
Yay.
And like the worst part is I've tried to create I have like workbooks.
It's your chaos,
I
though.
have workbooks with planning that of doing stuff. I've like in schedules. I have stuff set up in my phone for schedules. I've created Excel spreadsheets for me to get schedules when it comes to work and when it comes to home life. And I physically just cannot do it.
I mean, it's just you. You're just doing you.
And
If that's what it is. That's
but
what
you
it
know
is,
what?
man.
You know what the worst part is though?
Huh?
I hate people. I hate it when people don't like have plans for shit. Because this is the thing.
Go on.
Hear me out.
You have to brace for impact.
I always have plans set up. It's just whether or not I can follow them because of what goes on. Like, and I hate when I get derailed from my plan, or I hate when like stuff doesn't go and like it interrupts it. But it just happens to me so consistently because of the way that my brain and my life works. It just like like I'm telling you, like right now, if I gotta be somewhere, like it's like imperative that I be somewhere, especially if it's like a new event or it's like something that I like enjoy.
Yeah.
If I cannot be late. Today, Becca made me so I had an appointment, which this is gonna lead into like my last topic that I have, and I don't know if you have anything. But
I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
I hit my topic cap.
Okay, well then this will be perfect topic to end on, and maybe we'll actually end under 2 hours for once in our life.
Whoa, that'd be crazy.
But I had an appointment today, and
secret appointment.
And no, well, no, it's not a secret. I'll tell you. But I told Becca, I told my wife, I was like, this is like
disclaimer,
like,
Maddie. I would never yell at you like you're about to yell at your wife.
Oh, I don't yell at her.
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, we gotta go. Like, I'm gonna go to this thing, and her words were this morning, like when I first woke up and it came, like, okay, well, maybe me and Killian will go too, and we'll blah 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. I just don't know how long I'm gonna be. And her words were, well, if you don't know how long you're gonna be, maybe I won't, because I want to be stuck there if it's gonna be like a couple hours. And I was like, yeah, I honestly have no idea, but do whatever you want, but I have no idea.
Right.
So then nothing was said about it for 2 more hours, whatever it was, an hour and a half, I don't know. So then I'm like, all right, time for me to get ready, do all this stuff. And then when I had like 45 minutes before I had to go, I get okay, so I decided that we're gonna go with you. And I'm like, okay, last minute for me.
Yeah.
I like to leave. I like to be wherever I'm going at least 5 to 10 minutes beforehand. I hate being places late, right? Like, the only reason that I show up for work late a lot of the time is because either like it has to happen. And by late, I don't mean late. I mean like between 5 and 10 minutes after, like where I'm and because I'm salary, so it doesn't matter what time I show up. Because I also always leave late.
Right.
So I'm like, all right. So I get ready, and then I'm like, looking at the time, I'm like trying to do things quick, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, we're leaving 10 minutes before I gotta be there, and we had to go to the mall. Yeah. Which is a 10-minute drive.
You'll never make it.
And I'm like, minimum 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I got in the car and I was just like, I turned and I was like, I'm really like squirming right now because I feel so anxious about the fact that I'm about to be there late. And she's like, I was just about to tell you how I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Because I know that it bothers you. So.
Did you make it?
With me. No, but also it was fine.
So you just had to turn around because you were late, right?
It wasn't a big deal.
You just didn't go to the appointment because
no,
you were
I did
late?
because it wasn't like a hard set time, but for me it was. But that's how I am. So like I hate it. Like or like let's say I could do something and I could leave like a dish in the sink and not put it in the dishwasher or whatever, or put it on the table, something like that. But if my wife pulls down peanut butter and leaves the lid off it, it drives me insane. If the bread isn't wrapped the right way, I'm livid. If a cap isn't put on, I'm like this. First of all, this cap isn't right, and it's not sitting at a 45-degree angle inside of the fridge. What is going on?
Yeah.
Or if it's like if I look inside the dishwasher and it's not set out and laid out exactly how I want, drives me absolutely bonkers.
See, Maddie and I are the same.
But then I could also take my sock and leave it on the ground right there on the floor, and it would stay there for 6 days. And I'm like, that's where that goes. Like, it's fine.
That's it. It's made its home. It's nested.
So like for me, I'm very particular about some things, and it drives me insane if it doesn't go that way. But like then other things, so like for routines, like if I'm about to do my night routine. And like, let's say Becca's up and she like wants to talk and it interrupts me. I'm like, I do
You're clenching.
I do my
Your
best.
butt cheeks are clenching.
I do my best to try and like not get frustrated because I know that it's like dumb for me.
It's all in your head, basically.
But like, I'm just like, oh, you're interrupting the video that's part of my routine right now.
No, Maddie and I are pretty much the same when it comes to that kind of stuff. I would say that she and I are both kind of laid back, but we both like it done in a certain way. But our certain way is the same.
I think that's like a husband and wife thing, anyways.
Her and I, we do it the same.
That's good though.
And if I don't do it her way, then she goes, "You did this shit wrong." And I said, "Okay, I'm sorry." And then I do it wrong anyway. Because I'm a bad boy. I'm a naughty boy.
It's because you're a husband and you don't give a shit.
Yeah. No, I like if I do something that isn't exactly how she wants it, I look at her and I go, "Is it not right or is it not how you wanted it?" And she looks at me and she goes,
I would never say
and
that.
she goes, "Just do it the way I want it, please." And I say, "Okay, I can."
Yeah. I do the same thing. That's fine.
But it's true.
But yeah.
It doesn't mean the way I do it is wrong.
No.
And it doesn't mean the way that Becca does it is wrong. It's just not how
Yeah, we
you
do it.
want it.
Right.
They're both
Oh,
right.
and she gets, don't get me wrong, she can get
She did the same.
pissed if I do something like I had like 3 pairs of shoes out today. Like inside of our like our
But
tray.
why?
Inside of our
Why?
tray and it's because I like a selection. So it's inside of our tray for our shoes, but it's like right next to our shoe thing. And she yelled at me. She's like, "Do you really need this many shoes
She
out?"
doesn't like clutter.
She said, "Do you really need this many shoes out?" And I'm like, and I go,
No. There's no defending it. It's undefendable. Because you don't.
I
need that many.
basically say,
Go ahead.
"Are you gonna keep being mean about me leaving my selection out?"
Yeah. Are you trying to pull the 180 guilt card?
And then she got upset from me being upset about her being upset.
Perfect.
And
Hey,
I was just like,
perfection.
yes, it's just 100% perfection.
That's just playing Uno reverse cards
Over and over.
over and over again.
And until somebody either gives up or we both
You run
hate
out of Uno
our-
reverse
each
cards.
other.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my life is hectic, and I'm sorry that you can't deal with that, Scott. But that's just
That's
how my
okay.
life
You do
works.
you, man.
But in saying that, I want to go to the last topic before I piss myself.
Yeah, I'll live in my rigid square box. That
You definitely
is four
are. Like
corners.
if I think of here you go. If I'm imagining us as shapes. Okay.
Am I a rectangle or am I a square?
You're a square.
Yeah, I'd have to be a square.
And
That is true.
And I am like
A dodecagon.
No, because that's still too much uniformity. I'm like
You're like a sorting program, but instead of like every single time it sorts it better, it just randomizes.
no,
It's a random button every time.
I'm a shape. What's that shape that's literally just like? Isn't there like a shape that's literally just like a blob? And I can't remember what it's called.
There's
it's like a shape. It's like and it doesn't. It's called a.
You know
name.
what you are? You're the 4D shape, the Klein bottle, which has no opening or closing.
We actually have 2 topics that we have to do.
You're a Klein bottle.
So we need to wrap this up.
The
So-
inside is the outside. That's you.
Fuck up.
Just like your butthole's about to be outside.
So
After I'm done with you,
what the fuck?
go on.
So my appointment was for I'm getting a sleeve.
I have a sleeve too, but it's a shirt sleeve.
I'm getting a tattoo sleeve.
I don't have any tattoos.
I'm getting a tattoo sleeve, and I had an appointment with a buddy that's gonna set me up. And like with like this, like I know he's gonna do amazing artwork, but long story short, it's gonna be like space themed in a certain way.
Whoa.
And it's gonna be super fucking awesome. I'm super excited to work with him. I think his handle is like the Don Juan. So if you
The
want to check out
Don Juan.
the Don Juan. So if you want to check out any of his artwork, and I'll also put in a link for all of our stuff so you guys can check it out. He does really good work. And
Juan with
you
a
should check
J,
him out.
by the way, not with a W. If
Not a-
anybody was
Not
confused.
a single person in the entire world thought the name Juan.
How do you spell wonton soup?
J-U.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
All right. But yeah, I'm getting a sleeve. I'm super excited to get it, and I will show you guys constant progression as it gets done. But that wasn't really a topic. It was kind of like that's what I've been doing. Is I was like planning stuff for that.
That's cool.
But I need you to talk for 20 seconds so we can do the last
Wait.
topic.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you a question, but I mean, I had one secret topic that you don't have to be a part of because it's my secret special topic, and it's about getting pantsed. Because I was recalling a time when I was in high school that somebody pantsed me, and it was actually super funny. But at the time, it wasn't really Cash Money. But I think it was actually Jared who brought this up. I had rip-away pants for when I played tennis in high school, and because I thought it was funny to get to the court and just rip away my sweatpants and then just have my shorts underneath because I am an idiot. And one of the times while we were walking back from lunch, Jared comes up behind me and completely rips away my sweatpants and pantsed me. And it was actually very funny.
Jared did this?
Yeah, Jared did that to me.
And how upset
Because
were
he
you?
was a bully in high school.
I
He was
believe
a
that.
massive bully.
I believe that, actually, surprisingly.
Because I won't say why.
Ooh.
Because he was a bitch. No, he wasn't a bully in high school. He was a bully in middle school. He made fun of me.
I would have
That's
made
actually
fun of you
true.
in middle school, though, too. So.
Yeah, because I was still not down with the sickness until I got to high school. Why are you laughing?
I would have also been made fun of in middle school, too, though. I think I was, so it was fine. I was made fun of because I had fake Jordans.
Wait, what? Why did you have fake Jordans?
Because everyone had, like, Jordans, and I had little man trying to shoot
You had
a
Scottie
hoop.
Pippens.
I had little man trying to shoot a hoops.
Where did you get these?
I had NBA jams.
Where did you get these?
My grandma got them for me. She's like, "What shoes do you want?" And I was like, "Oh, these look sick. They look like these shoes."
How would
that
those
everyone
little
has."
kids in middle school even know what Jordans looked like?
Because they were all bullies. And I remember someone made fun of me for wearing them.
And you never wore them again? Are you okay?
And I was, I remember just being like, thinking like, fuck you.
Fuck you. What are you supposed to say?
I don't
Nothing.
know. I didn't have like a style though. Like one day I would wear like super baggy clothes and I would like wear my fake Jordans, and then the next day I'd wear like skinny tight clothes, and then the other day I'd wear like a shirt that says like "Keep talking, I'm not listening," or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. You were cool in middle school.
But listen,
you were actually cool.
with what I just said though.
Yeah, you were cool.
I said 3 different things like of styles that I wore.
Yeah.
I've always been inconsistent
Everywhere.
with everything that I do.
You know,
except for working hard.
You
I
know
always
what?
work hard.
I actually remember what I used to wear in middle school. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I wore jeans and a no brand plain different colored shirt every day.
So what do you wear now?
I know, right? No. I wear graphic tees now, but I used to just it would be a solid color t-shirt. And it would be a different color every day. I am a square, I think.
Yeah, you're a square.
I'm definitely a square.
So that brings me though to the last thing that we need to talk about, which is we've gotten a request to do, which is a top 5. And you said that you had a
Yay.
perfect one that you wanted to do today.
I don't. Why
You
you
said
setting me
that.
up for failure?
You said that.
I don't.
You said that.
Prove it.
You said
Go
it.
ahead, prove it.
I'm
Prove it
proving
in front
You
of the
said it.
masses. I dare you to
said
prove
it though.
Ain't nobody know.
Becca heard it, and she'll listen to this, and she'll
No.
know that you're
Nope.
trying to hide it.
I
now.
actually don't have a topic.
But you said that you did.
I don't. But
you
I'm
just
telling
screwed me
you.
up. Okay, so we're gonna do a top 5.
I can't think that fast. Off the
We're gonna do a
of my
top 5.
head. Top 5. Top 5.
Top 5 colors.
Oh no.
Our top 5 colors,
What?
and we have to give descriptions of why. You gotta go
Are
first.
we starting with 5 or 1? Probably 5, right?
What top 5 starts
with number
number 1?
Well, we could.
You're an idiot, and I hate
I thought you were
going
gonna say psychopath, and I would say yes, sir.
I wish you
Yes,
would have still said it,
sir.
because then you would have been corrected and agreeing with me.
Okay, you want me to go first?
Yes, go first.
My 5th favorite color. I'm gonna go with orange because I like the taste of them. No, I think orange is cool. It's bright, but it's not like
Are we counting black and white?
No,
Because those are shades.
correct.
We're counting
I
gray.
wasn't even thinking black or white, or not gray either.
Okay.
You can't have any of those
Okay.
three. I like orange because when I was a kid, my favorite sports team was the Florida Gator, and one of their prominent colors was orange. I don't really have a reason for this number 5 because really it only starts getting good after number 5.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I know what you
Okay.
mean.
My number 1 and 2 are actually. It's going to be hard for me to pick the 1 and 2. Can I have it tied for first? So my number 1 and my number 1?
Sure.
No,
Sure.
I'm not going to do that.
If
That's
you
too
wanna be a
lame.
puss.
No, that's too lame. Too lame.
Yeah.
Too lame. Too lame.
Okay.
What's your number 5? Go ahead.
My number 5 would probably be.
Don't get specific colors. That's too lame too.
Well, you gotta have somewhat specific. I mean, I'm not gonna say chartreuse.
I said orange.
but
bro.
I'm-
I went orange.
But I want to. There are differences that I actually do have.
I didn't
like,
say like tangerine. I said
no.
orange.
No, like I'm gonna say like
Pick a solid damn color.
I would say like a teal. Number 5. That's pretty basic. Teal is pretty basic.
Okay, teal is pretty basic. Why teal though?
I don't really fucks with it as much anymore.
And for people that
That's why it's at
don't
5.
see teal very good, what is the combo? What is that combo exactly? Is it blue and green?
It's like
But more blue than green, right?
yeah. It depends on like an interpretation, but yeah, it's more blue.
No. If it's a different interpretation, then it's a different color, my guy. It's either
It's blue green.
because teal is close to turquoise, right?
Yes,
It's in the same wheelhouse. as-
yes. That's
okay.
why I said I think it's more blue than green.
So you're
for
talking.
teal. Or
teal's-
sorry, no. Turquoise is more green than blue, and
No,
I think,
aqua is more green than blue.
No, that's why it's aqua. It's more blue than green.
No, it's more green than blue.
No,
Aqua's more
no,
green.
you're colorblind. I'm not listening to
Hey,
your
listen to me.
recommendations. So
my colors are fat.
that's why I chose this topic because it's hilarious for me. So
That's why I picked a solid fucking color.
So-
That's why I picked orange.
That's why you said don't get difficult. I'm not stupid. So teal. I would say teal because when I was younger, for some reason, I thought it was sick. Now, it wasn't my favorite color still. I'll get into that. But I was like, man, everything goes with teal. It doesn't. But,
it does actually. If you're talking home decor, teal can be put
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Fair enough.
It's a good color.
Yeah, teal
I
is
do
a good
like
color.
it.
So yeah, that's why I chose teal.
+1 for the colorblind
5.
kid. You like that?
All
You
right.
like my interior design
Number
knowledge?
4.
Okay, I said that it gets spicy here. It actually doesn't because I don't really know what my number 4 is, but I think I'm going to go with yellow is going to be my number 4 because it's bright and it's cheerful.
Gross.
And I'm actually a big fan of fluorescent. Like I think fluorescent is
Yellow?
Yeah, I like yellow.
That's on my top.
Top 20?
My top 2 most hated colors.
Really? Oh, you want to do a real quick most hated color? Red. Red's my least favorite color. And it's not because it's a sign for error because teachers did it. I just don't like red. You know why? Because everybody fucking likes red. And if you like red, you suck. And you picked Charmander when you played Pokemon. And nobody likes him either. And nobody likes you.
Charmander's
Squirtle
orange.
was way cooler.
Charmander's actually orange.
Yeah, but Charizard was on Pokemon Red.
Least favorite color is either this one's hard for me. It has to be yellow or pink. Not because they're girly colors, because I don't have like an inclination to that.
Says you.
I don't like I don't like the color pink because all it is a faded red.
All signs
it's
point to sexism for you on these two color picks.
I chose teal for my number 5.
Oh yeah, that's true. Are you
Uh,
trying to say teal's girly?
are you trying
what are
to
you
say
trying to
that? Are you
say?
trying to say that yellow and pink is?
No, I like yellow's on my top
But are you
5.
trying to say it's girly?
Are you
saying
trying
that
to
you don't
say
like girly things?
I just said I like yellow.
But you just said no, so you're admitting it's girly.
I like I like
yeah, you dug
I
your
like
own
every
hole.
color.
So here you go. I can see every color.
I can see them all.
No, but it's because yellow I don't like because to me it is the most overused, most basic color that exists.
No, that's blue.
No. And then
That's blue.
and it has no variations that are to it whatsoever. Let me see yellow. Now let me see any variation of yellow. Oh, you can't. What, like a pale yellow? Woo. I don't like yellow because it has one variation, and that's yellow.
And it got it right the first time.
And then pink is because, like I said, it's just a faded red. It's like if you took red, a good color, and made it...
Scratched it down.
And just made it less good. So anyways, go.
Red is not a good color. You want a fun fact?
You said number 4 was what color?
For yellow for me.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you want to know a fun fact about pink for me and my color blindness?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't see pink.
Perfect.
At all.
Yeah, fuck pink.
At all.
So fuck pink.
Pink looks white to me.
Good.
Anyway, what's your number 4?
So my number 4 is red.
It's just such a bad color, dude. It's just such a bad color.
Now, hear me out. No, red used to be my favorite color. But when I was really young, and that's why it's at number 4 and why it's even on this list is because I like there was
you have
like
a nostalgia for red.
There was probably 8 years where like when I was really young, it was my favorite color.
You liked it more than black?
And I think like red can look cool. I think it can add like cool tones to stuff. I think you said I like it more than what?
Black? I know black's not a...
No, because we said it's not a color.
No, I'm saying, but do you like red more than black?
No.
Or did you before?
No. Maybe.
Well, I have another reason why yellow is on my top 4.
You can get to it, but let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So red, it can add cool hues to things, like when you like have it as like a background color. It's the color of blood, which I mean sounds edgy, but I just mean it's
cool.
interesting. It's just interesting. It has interesting properties, but it is no longer my favorite color, and I don't think it's that great of a color. But it's not.
I'm with you on that.
It's better than, to me, teal.
Okay, I like it, except for I don't like red.
Okay, go.
Oh, another reason I like yellows in my top 5 is because it is the original color. It's the original color for the Corvette, and the Corvette's my favorite car.
Fair enough.
That's a cool reason. Come on, give me that.
That's all right. Okay.
Number 3, blue, because that's my childhood favorite color. You know why? Because it's the most plain color there is, and it's consistent.
Okay, I can fucks with that.
And blue looks nice. Water's blue. Sky's blue. My tears are blue when I go to bed every night.
100%.
Yeah.
I get you what you're saying.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is blue.
Put her there, pal.
No,
you didn't want to handshake me, but I did it anyway.
But legitimately, though, like I was.
It's just so middle of the road.
So it's so middle of the road. Blue is a nice color. My thing that puts it as high as it is there's so many variations of blue.
You gain my respect putting blue over red.
Now, by the way, red, I do. Another reason it's on there is because like a maroon or like a burgundy, like a darker red, those I think are what like actually do it for me, the color. But like a bright red, I'm not about it. I'm not about bright red.
Mulligan our number 5 and just make this a top 4? Because I think our number 5s don't make any sense.
Shut up. And then and then number 3 with blue.
Yeah.
There's so many different variations. If you just need something to be calm, cool, and like positive, a blue works for you.
Like a tsunami.
It's just
like Johnny Tsunami.
Well, Tsunami's come out looking like more like a. If you ever listen, it's more like a
Aqua.
Yeah. So there you go. But
there you go.
It's calm, serene, but also it can be like energetic, like Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I mean? I sound like I'm joking, but I'm serious. Blue just is versatile.
Like the new DBZ Power Up hair color is blue.
Yes, I like blue. It's a good number 3.
It's a good color.
It's a good number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2.
You go, because my number 1 and 2, I'm gonna throw together here.
So for my second favorite color, And this is one that it's only come into like being my second favorite color probably in the last 7 years or 8 years maybe. It's like it's more recent, and it's because like I realized it worked well with me.
Yeah.
Green.
It's a good one.
And I like the different variations that come with green.
We like that.
But green is a good color to me. Obviously, it's good for like my relationship because like my wife is from Ireland, so green's obviously synonymous with Ireland.
Cute.
But also, but like prior to that, like my eyes are green. I have like I think that I can pull off green colors very well when it comes to wearing it, and it's just also it's another one of those calm, like serene colors, but can also be like, you know, more badass.
That's
like a Link or a Pokemon leaf green.
That's
like that.
Green is a color that every shade is cool. Every shade.
Yeah.
Darker, lighter, fluorescent.
There's not a
fluorescent neon green is so sick.
There's not even a bad green because even like puke green still has something that if you put it on something, it would look cool.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Like zombie green.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You ready for my number 2?
What's your number 2?
I've decided that my 1 and 2 are different.
Okay.
My number 2, also green.
Really?
But for such a different reason than you.
Okay, go.
So
you can see it.
With my no. With my we will say handicappedness in the eyes, my disability of seeing colors.
So don't make fun of them. Otherwise, you make fun of disabled
I was born
people.
with this. Anyway.
They won't.
There's a lot of the times that I don't
do
really get to see green like I want to. So like it's hard for me to tell green, brown, gray. They mix up a lot. But when I get a chance that my eyes actually can see green, I really enjoy it.
Really?
I think it's a nice color to look at.
Was this always between your 1 and 2?
Green for a while was my number 1, but I have
Okay.
I think for like the past decade, I've had a different number 1.
Okay.
And you probably know my number 1.
Are those actually the reasons though? Like it's just because like you it's harder to see it, but when you can see it good, you enjoy it.
Yes, I do quite like green.
Okay.
And I know that
cool.
that
makes
it's
it interesting.
To a lot of people it's everywhere, but to me I don't get it everywhere.
Not as strong as it could.
Yeah.
Do you know what color these are?
I'm guessing they're white and green.
Yeah, there's a green in
Because
them.
that's why you said it.
It's like a
why
greenish.
else would you,
it's like a greenish color.
Why else would you
it's
ask
like
me?
It's like our podcast. It's like a little bit like more green than our podcast.
See,
logos.
yeah, like the podcast logo is hard for me to see.
Yeah, it's more like
that green,
more like an aqua.
But that's okay.
But yeah,
it's okay. Yeah, I don't get it as much as everybody else because it's it's the grass, it's the trees, it's
right.
It's quite abundant, but not for me. So
I get what you're
I
saying.
like when I see it.
You need like a specific shade of green to see the green.
Dark,
like the right way.
Dark green's too hard to see, but if I can see a forest green, like if I can catch it in the right lighting, I'm able to see it better, and I'm like, ooh, that's a nice color.
Okay, I like that. Okay, you want me to go for my number 1 then, so you can have yours final?
No, I can do my number 1 right now because my number 1 doesn't have as much meaning as my number 2.
Okay. Let's do our number 1 at the same time because for some reason I feel like
I want a preface. If you have known me for the past, however, you actually probably know what I'm about to say.
Well, I want to say my number. Okay, we could be completely wrong, so make fun of us if we're not.
I've been looking for a pair of shoes with this color forever.
Okay, maybe we're not the same, but we're still gonna do it. Okay, we'll still do it. But
is it 3, 2, 1? Say
yes.
it.
3, 2, 1, and then go.
Say it. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
3, 2, 1. Purple. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude! It's such a sick color. I love purple,
dude. Purple. So purple
purple's been dogged on forever.
After my red phase.
Oh, I love purple.
After my red phase, purple became my color, and I loved the color purple so much.
But
I felt like during the beginning of it. It was almost ostracized to like purple because it's a girl color.
People thought it's girly, and I'm
like,
dude,
but why?
Purple is so sick.
I'm like, and why does it matter? I love purple. I used to have a pair of Chucks, and I stole one from my ex, and one was purple, one was green.
Dude, I've been looking for a pair of like Nike purple shoes
forever. I remember going to the store with you now.
Yes,
you say that.
And Alan Rapson would send me like deals or like picture shoes, and I'd be like, that's not the quite like I had a very specific mindset for these shoes.
What type of purple do you like?
I wanted for the Nikes, I wanted like a lighter purple. That's what I wanted.
Almost
I
like
really
a fuchsia?
like
Almost like a fuchsia?
I really like dark purple. All purple is good.
I love dark purple.
Yeah, dark purple is sick.
Dark purple, like a royal purple, is good. Like I really enjoy. I do like a light purple, but it has to be like for specific stuff. But yeah, like a bright purple, I'm not the hugest fan of.
I think
of like,
they're all cool.
In terms of overall, I still love it. But like in games, like I like making my
purple hair,
like purple stuff,
purple hair
stuff. You know what I mean? Like I love purple. Purple is my favorite color, and
it's fun to say. Purple.
If we were including black and white, it would probably go purple, black, green.
Yeah, I think I would put black above yellow, but below blue. So yellow would be my 5 and black would be 4 if we were
Gotcha.
putting it in
I
there.
just love black. I just think
and actually
great.
If we were putting
Complements
white,
everything.
white would be right below black. So if it was black and white, it'd be white, black, blue, green, purple.
Gotcha.
But as it stands, it's orange, yellow, blue, green, purple.
I think that's kind of funny. Do you know that means that
our top 3, the ones that mattered, are exactly the same.
All the same.
Yeah.
All the same.
But for completely different reasons.
That's crazy though.
Except for purple is just so sick.
Well, purple's just sick.
We like purple for the exact same reason because it's fucking awesome.
It's just sick. It's just the best.
It's so good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
For some reason,
how did you know that we were gonna say the same thing?
Because I was going through the colors and I was like, man, he's such a square. Like he's not gonna have a crazy color.
Purple
and then
is
I was
not
like
crazy.
And then I was like, he's not gonna have a crazy color
because he's gonna have the best.
But he's
color
gonna
for
have the
#1.
color that I'm thinking of.
Yes.
Nice. Hell yeah, brother.
That's
all
what
right.
I'm talking about.
Well, cool. Do you have anything else that you wanted to talk about then?
No, I even hit my super secret topic, which was the pantsing.
That's crazy. I've never.
Shout out bullies for.
Have I been pantsed? I probably was pantsed once. I think I was.
There was another time I was pantsed actually, just to throw this in there.
I think I pantsed somebody
and it
too,
was
though.
actually I was playing around the world basketball and I was winning, and it was in the middle of high school, and they actually pantsed me.
And you got cucked.
No, I still won.
Your pants got cucked.
Yeah, I still won though. Like I didn't let that stop me from winning. I didn't care that my boxers were showing.
You ever been pants so hard that more than just your like?
Yeah, my butt kind of showed a little bit, but I I spread my legs.
You ever have your little
and it caught before
you ever have your little
see
pee-pee
wiener
just get shown to everybody?
That would have been so much to show. I don't know if I would have liked that.
It wouldn't have.
It wouldn't have fit in the basketball court.
Yeah. All right.
So true.
Thank you guys so much for listening to us.
Yeah.
We appreciate you taking the time to do that. Like I said before, if you're interested in a shirt, send us some leave us a comment, send us a message.
Please hit us up.
Let us know, and we'll get something for you. We can make it a reasonable price, and then we'll let's just get our name out there.
Yeah.
I do still have to finish some work on the Patreon. I know some people were asking about that.
Really?
Like I said, we just been pushing that because I really don't want to make it seem like we're like trying to like delve for money right off the bat. But if people are interested in it, then I'll put it out there. So like, just let me finish work on that. We got some clips on the social medias. Make sure you're liking and sharing those.
Yeah, those are funny.
Yeah, I got some really funny ones on there, and I think I'm gonna be able to get
from our raunchiest episode.
Yeah,
we went from the raunchiest episode to
the most philosophical episode.
Yeah, this one was.
That just shows though how
our range is all over the place. We're like your morning routine. We're literally all over the place. Why are you looking at me like that? Also, one more thing before we go. If you have a topic for the topic boy, send me a message, and your topic could be one of our topics.
Or leave a comment for topics that you'd like to hear if you don't know me or Scott personally.
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
We'll slap the topic on there.
We got some. We'll put some, anything that people want to hear. So, like I said, thanks for listening to us, guys, and bye bye.
Peace out. Love you. Goodbye. Peace out. do 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 do.